A couple of months ago, in the initial days of lockdown, a particular cartoon was doing rounds on social media. This cartoon showed a cage with all the humans crammed inside in a state of lockdown, while outside the birds and animals roamed freely on the streets and flew amongst the clouds, signifying a sort of silver lining that while the humans suffered under this health crisis, at least the nature healed itself. A couple of days ago, however, a report by Traffic has revealed a very shocking trend. It has proven that in the 2 months preceding, the 2 months of lockdown just preceding the lift up, that is in the months of April and May, the incidence of poaching, of killing of wild animals has actually doubled than the months preceding it. Meaning that while the rest of the country was observing government directives, social distancing, and staying at home in a quarantine state, the poachers were going outside and indulging in the things they like to indulge in. This has been fueled by a very steep rise in the Chinese market, underground market for the fur, bones, horns, tusks, and meat of these wild animals, which in turn incentivizes local communities of surrounding these forest areas to go out and hunt these animals. The impact of these things is of course negative. There is no silver lining there. The biodiversity loss, the loss of lives of animals, the disturbance to the ecological balance, all those things we know very well. However, today a new angle has been added to it. If in these moments of man-animal conflict, of humans venturing deep inside in the territory of wildlife, of forests, of jungles, somehow we are exposed to another pathogen like the SARS-CoV-2, which is causing the COVID-19 pandemic today, that exposure will lead to another pandemic, this time the ground zero being India, and we will not be able to do anything about that. So what can we actually do to prevent this thing from happening? We honestly cannot rely on our government at this point. The state government's budgets are stretched too thin and diverted elsewhere in handling some other crisis. What we have to do as a citizenry is to take constructive steps and take initiatives to handle such issues and come out in support of organizations, of groups who are trying to, on one hand, check the poaching incidents and empower our forest officials, but at the same time they are trying to build capacities and trying to take the local communities of these forest area in hand in these conservation efforts. I fortunately happen to be very distantly but still connected to one such initiatives, and that is WWF, the parent body of Traffic, which has launched a new initiative today, not today, a few days back, called the COVID-19 Emergency Appeal. COVID-19 Emergency Appeal is an appeal to the people of this country to somehow come out and support, financial or whichever support you can, to help the local communities, the local tribes inhabiting the areas surrounding, bordering these wild areas, wild habitats, to empower them economically, financially, with resources, whatever we can, to train them in somehow to be able to bear through these times of this COVID lockdown. So what it does in the end is, on one hand, it disincentivizes these community members to take part in such illegal activities of killing, of poaching, and at the same time it incentivizes them to take part in conservation efforts of the wildlife, which culturally and historically they've always been doing. I will leave a link to this initiative and the Traffic report with this video. Just try and have a read of it at least and see what you can do. Let's just try that somehow this COVID lockdown, this whole pandemic has some silver lining to it at least. Something good comes out of it. Thank you.